Hi, this is Jeet here. Today we are going to talk about one good case study on malware on Golden Spy. So basically, what this malware does is it's affecting all the financial institutes which is present in China. Okay, I believe not almost, but most of the institutes. So let me go here. So if you see here, these are some different articles I just came across that this particular golden spy Trojan is affecting many Western companies. So basically, there is a requirement, that you need to install a particular software for some transaction details on based on their local currency. So what happens is when they try to install this trusted application, some backdoor is getting installed simultaneously at the backend, then it starts exfiltrating all your data and it starts doing its own stuff. Okay, and some here they say that they are mostly trying to pull out the trade secrets of foreign companies information. So today's video we are trying to understand little in detail, not in depth, in what process is getting affected and how they are working on based on this trusted Spider Labs report. So we are going to see through things. Okay. Okay. Cool. So if you see here, so this is affected software that intelligent tax software suite. So what they are telling is whenever you install this application, at background some plugin.exe is installing this svm installer.exe. Okay, and it's creating a folder in the particular program files called svm, and in that svm this particular malware resides or the backdoor. Then what is happening is it's trying to connect to this download data.com. I hope that I pronounce it correctly, but yeah, so it's trying to connect to this particular domain. Okay, so these are some steps which is being taken by this particular software. Okay, let's move on here. So next point you see is these are different processes which that malware uses. So if you see here, it uses two things. One is SVM and SVMM. So they are like persistent. So I believe it is in auto start services which is tied up with the registry. Uh, so what they are telling us when this svm.exe is being installed, right, from this particular process plugin.exe. So when that particular svm install.exe installs, it gives two processes, that is svm.exe and svmm.exe. So since it is installed with the help of admin privileges, basically they have admin kind of access. So that is nothing but a privilege escalation. So here nothing but the user automatically gives permission, like yes, to the administrator access so that it can install this particular software. And if you see here, this svm.exe, it is trying to connect it 3 times initially to this particular domain to get the commands. So basically, this particular domain is nothing but your command and control for the attacker. So once he gets the information, he will try to send other commands. So basically, what they might do is they might fetch information on whether it's Windows 7 or Windows 8 or Windows 10 or this particular software being used on your laptop machine, and based on that they will try to send the payloads. Okay, so these are some different processes. And in that particular report they are given many IOCs. I have just taken a sample IOCs which is there. For example, svm install.exe.zip and the particular IP addresses, and similarly there are many IP addresses. Okay, and in the right hand side if you see here is a particular domain, like 3 domains which is considered for downloading the payload. So these are some indicator of compromise which you can use it to download. Okay. Uh, so in inside the particular malware, and it is found out that they use this old client library, right, Rilo, uh, to use to connect with the internet and download the contents. And similarly, some it is tied with the registry, so that it looks like legitimate software. And some of the ports been using, one is 905 and 906, so there is nothing but your network traffic ports which it is using. And to download anything, so it is looking for 909002. Okay, so these are the ports it's using for their communication. And if you want to understand how they are trying to use this analysis, and you can see in the user agent that each request they are making by intercepting or capturing the packet using Wireshark, and you can analyze that in the user agents where you can see this particular, right, HTTP kind class, or you can find agent 0. Okay, so that way you can understand that okay, so this particular URL is going from this particular application, or invoked by the particular application to fetch some information. Okay, so mostly they are sending to a post request. So yep, and you can see here it is using 9006 port number to connect. Okay, so these are some components where you can identify whether this particular request is malicious or not. And to be in detail little, you can see in the when you do a reverse engineering of this particular malware, and what they found out is like these are the different types of features which is there in that particular. So we all know that that particular plugin.exe which is giving you this svm install.exe, right, to span some threads or something. So basically what they are telling is this mplugin.exe is like a monitor or a mother who watches this particular process. So whenever if a process is being killed, it respawns it, or restarts the particular process. So that is the work of that mplugin.exe. Okay. So and what they do is they are trying to collect MAC address, software name, version number, and ID. So these are some stuff they are trying to collect from particular machine. Okay. So yep, and so this is what we are talking about, this X protector which helps you to monitor svm.exe or svm.exe. Okay, and if you see here this smb4 block cipher with 16 byte key is being used to encrypt the logs so that you don't get to see what is happening over there. And thing is, along with encryption they are using base64 also to encoding it, so that it is making difficult for the breach investigators or the experts to understand the particular malware. Okay, so they are storing the logs in the same root folder, okay, which we are talking about earlier. And yes, so these are the encryption and methodology they use to encrypt the logs. And if you see especially here, so these are the hard-coded strings which is being found in the particular server or the malware. Okay, you can use strings also, or tools, or you can use any malware analysis method to extract the strings which is encoded in the particular malware files. Okay, and basically what they are doing is they are using JSON to make a request from to and fro okay, from server to that malicious exe file, or from malicious exe file to server. Okay, and it is observed that there are some commands they are using, namely like 00 I mean port protocol 01, or protocol 00, or protocol 09. Okay, so what they are trying to say is this SVM is there, right? In protocol 01, it is sending the host information, like the date, version, and all this stuff to the server. Okay, and when it's protocol 00, it is nothing but it is requesting or reporting commands related from the server. And in protocol 99, it's nothing but it is asking the list of software update list, and what software is looking for to download, and download location for each commands or software it's going to download and install in our environment. Okay, so basically it will be, if you take an example, like they might send a netcat payload, or try to open a particular port, and or they might to transfer information, or making them to connect back to the server, or they may put a payload in such that it scans the machines which are connected to the particular server, and then start doing progressing from one machine to another machine, or you can say it's a pivotal jumps. Okay, so those are things can be done. And let's go to the next one, and if you see here, this is from that particular server to the SVM. So here what is happening here is, so there are different order 0, order 1, so order 2, order 3. So these are some different commands which is being used by them. Okay, so basically what are this different command is doing is nothing but order 1 is nothing but it sends a software update information to this particular malicious or infected machine, and order 2 is nothing but it's sending the host information or the environment information. Okay, so it gives you all the host information or asking for the host information details. And finally order 3 is nothing but telling to execute some commands, okay, or execute some things. So basically it can be netcat, or trying to invoke some particular exe file, or you can try to off particular services or kill services. Okay, so this order 3 command is used, or the method is used for issuing the commands. Okay, so that's it about that particular the golden spy malware. So the conclusion here is, what they're trying to say is, whenever you install this particular software for your current you know, or calculating some taxes related to your local currency, this backdoor is being dropped to the machines and start affecting other machines. So ultimately they are trying to use or steal or exfiltrate their data, and that there are some processes like SVM and SVMM.exe processes are involved in such a way that it affects or it gathers information about the infected machine and sends to the command and control, and that guy, based on the particular environment, he might send the command information. Okay, so that's it about from my side. So basically this video is about just to skim on this particular malware, and what are the IOCs or the components involved in order to make this malware successful. Okay, so that's about this video, and it's mostly referred on from trusted Spider Labs white paper. So based on that, I was talking on this, and yep. Thank you guys. I hope I come with another different video on different malware or web application. Okay, thank you. Bye.